featherweight champion in the world, and maybe, I believe, the best best featherweight champion in the world, Nicholas Walton.
Question for Nicholas?
Anybody have a question?
Over here, Nicholas. Talk about your strategy going into this fight, knowing that you're going to be up against the style of Donaire.
Well, actually, I knew that not only me, but my team of people, we knew that we were gonna have a tough opponent. We knew that he was gonna be quick. He's very intelligent. He's a super champ. He has a lot of experience, so we knew that we were up against him, one of the best guys in a featherweight category. And we had to work hard. My team of people, Cesar Chavez, my senior, my dad, Joe Walters, and Rudy Hernandez. Those are some of the people that were in my corner. So I knew that we had to put in the extra hours in the gym and everything. And Nonito, we have nothing to take away from Nonito. Yes, I knocked him out, but he caught me with shots also, and I learned a lot from this fight. He's a wonderful champion.
There are a lot of guys still out there in the featherweight division. Which one would you like next?
Well, actually, this is what I leave the decision to my handlers, my manager, Mr. Jack Deschamps, and my team of people. The Axeman Nicholas is willing and ready to fight every one of the champions. Whoever you put in front of him, I'm ready to fight. I always work hard. I always train hard for my fights. But this is the decision of my handlers. What I do though, I train hard and I fight hard. That's what I do.
Nicholas, how satisfying is it after tons of professional fights, you land this big fight with Donaire and you knock him out? How do you feel right now?
Actually, it's a sweet and sad moment. I am at the same time because honestly, to say that Nonito is one of my favorite champ. He's a great puncher, just like I am a great puncher. He's a great puncher, intelligent guy, excited fighter, right? So it's always nice to fight. I am an excited fighter. But beating Donaire, which is one of my favorite fighters. Growing up in boxing in my younger career, I always look at these guys fighting, look at Donaire fighting, and I always say, wow, excellent, tremendous fighter. And knowing that I have to fight him tonight, he's like, beating him is good. Nice for me to win a fight like this, but the guy that I beat, he's one of my favorite fighters, so it's a bittersweet moment. But I have nothing to take, as I said, I have to take over to give me an excellent fight. And there's a lot I have to go back with. Nonito has definitely helped me in my young career.
You said you got caught a couple of times by Nonito's punches. It almost never happened in the previous fight. How did you react? And which punches get you?
Actually, as I say, Nonito is a top class opponent, very top class champion. Not opponent, but a top class champion. So I knew that other guy is not gonna catch me with. Nonito is gonna catch me with because he's swift, he's smart, he's intelligent. So when I got caught and I went back to my corners, I could just look at my coach's face and they were like, they never saw me get caught this way, and I could see the worry on their face. And I was telling them, I was saying to Chavez, Chavez said, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, he said to me, todo está bien, ¿cómo está yo? Yeah, everything is good, I'm good. And he's moving real quick, I can see the nervousness in his face, and I'm like, Chavez, con calma, I'm good. So, he caught me with a good shot in the second round, but I fully recovered from the shot in maybe 10 to 15 seconds. I was over the shot and I was okay and just relaxed and just knowing that, when he caught me the shot, funny enough, when he caught me the shot, I was sitting in the corner, I was smiling to myself. I said, you know what? I let myself get that shot. I made him bait me, and then he did something that I normally do to other fighters. And I was like, oh, stupid of me to make him catch me the shot, and I normally do guys that thing, So it was good though. It was great. It was a wonderful experience. When I fight to enjoy myself, and that's what I did tonight. I enjoy myself.
So what would you give yourself a grade if you were to do that?
Sorry, could you rephrase the question?
What kind of grade would you give yourself in this fight?
Well, you know what? Fighting Donaire, as I say in previous interviews, I said fighting Donaire is definitely beating Donaire. Beating Donaire is definitely going to be an A. But if you want A plus, you definitely have to stop him. You definitely have to knock him out. And that's what I went in. I told everybody I said, I'm not going to make the prediction what round I'm going to stop him, but I'm definitely working for the A+. I'm not going for the A, I'm going for the A+. It's twice in my young career, I said that to myself. When I was fighting Dolly Prescott in Jamaica for the world title, I said to myself, this guy is a great guy, and I'm not going to go for the A, beating him in my place. I'm not going to go for the A, but I'm going to go for the A+. And I stopped him in the 7th round, and it was an A+. Fighting Donaire tonight, I said, I'm not going for the A, but I'm going for the A+. And I stopped him also, so I got the A+ tonight.
Nicolás, unas palabras en español.
Dímelo.
Impresiones de esta pelea y lo que significa haber vencido a Nonito.
Bueno, mira, esta pelea es muy importante para mí porque, mira, mi carrera, la carrera de Hacha es jovencito todavía, mira, 25 peleas, 25 ganadas con 21 knockouts, pero está jovencito todavía, mira, pero gracias a Nonito para esta oportunidad, para mí, ¿cómo dice? A presentar mi talento al mundo, para la gente me ver esta gran presentación que yo lo paso a mi gente, ¿no? Y yo quita nada de él es un hombre verdadero guerrero, porque él llegue con fuego y bueno, él tira su mano y sale con fuego, tira puño y bueno, me coge una mano bueno y yo me mío también y bueno, aprende bastante en esta pelea. Voy para Panamá ahora y tiene mucho para llevarme otra pelea porque él me ayuda mucho en esta pelea.
Nicholas, it seemed like you couldn't miss with the jab, especially as the rounds progressed. Were you surprised how easy it was to land the jab? Is that something that, did you see something, or is that something you prepared in camp?
Actually, you know, a lot of guys, I like to keep my career, and I don't know, remember, I fight about 3 or 4 fights out of Panama, maybe 5 or 6 fights out of Panama. A lot of guys doesn't really know me in the public. They're just getting first time on HBO. They're just getting to know me, know my career. I don't even consider myself as a puncher that's going out there swinging punches. You see that I have good boxing techniques. I've been in boxing number of years. I started at very tender age. So the jab. Definitely have a very quick jab as I stated in this fight, very quick jab, and the jab was working perfectly tonight, and I constantly use it. I caught him with an uppercut, and that was the punch. If you watch the fight, I couldn't remember clearly, but when I caught him with the uppercut, he started bleeding, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna start him, hit the cut with the jab, and I start working the jab, and I have a piston-like jab, and I was working the jab all night, just working the jab, because my coach always says the job set everything's up, and that's what my manager always say also. Mr. Jack Deschamps, he's not here tonight, unfortunately, he's sick, but he always says the job set everything up, and we just work after the job.
Nicholas, do your dreams and ambitions extend outside of the ring? Like, are you looking to inspire people with your story, your journey?
Well, you know what? My story has inspired a lot of people. I'm very grateful of that. Whenever I do get the opportunity to express or to share my life story, I do share my life story. Everybody know him. I'm from Jamaica, born in Jamaica, grew up off the street and everything. But that doesn't say you're not gonna turn out to be somebody in life. You know, that only make the struggle more hard and the glory and the victory more sweeter when you do get to it though.
When you saw him cut earlier in the fight, you seemed to target that eye, that jab. You just kept on that. Tell us about it.
Well, actually, you know, when he got cut, it wasn't for an headbutt or an elbow. It was a clear uppercut that I caught him with. So I constantly go for the cut. And I knew that if I can hit that target, if I can hit the cut round after round, it's gonna be a problem to me. You have to start thinking about the cut, started covering up. So he's not gonna have the time enough to really think about maybe hitting me with certain combination, but you have a lot of problem with the cut, and with me going him for that cut, he would have a lot of problem. I knew that he was gonna have a lot of problem fighting me tonight. I knew he was gonna have a lot of problem because I got myself in tip-top shape and condition for this fight. Cause I knew that I was gonna fight excellent fighter. And if it's gonna be on HBO, why not make it a big show?
You don't have a mark on your face, not a scratch. I mean, tell us, how does that feel?
I like keeping it that way. If you watch most of my fights, I'm like in my fights. Normally, I came out of my fights not bruised, not busted up. I tend to get a game, as I say. If you listen to my interviews that I gave before, I always say that there is a way to knock guys out. There's always a way, and I'm gonna find a way. Whoever, that's a statement to all my opponents that I'm gonna fight, the next guys that I'm gonna fight. They need to know that fighting me, there's always a way, and I'm gonna find a way.